In the next few minutes, we're going to present you with a number of figures that illustrate what we do and how we're performing. Our first responsibility is to make sure that every customer has a safe supply of drinking water. That means we supply 828 million litres of water to over 3 million people every day. That would be enough to fill 330 Olympic-sized swimming pools. We analyse over 300,000 water samples every year to ensure that your drinking water is of the highest quality, and we're achieving 99.96% compliance with the overall drinking water quality measures. We also have a duty to dispose of sewage safely for both public health and environmental reasons, but our biggest challenge is to maintain as much as 35,000 kilometres of sewers so that any impact on the environment is kept to a minimum. And talking about our environment, we've been working hard to reduce our carbon footprint. Through investing in green energy, we've cut our carbon emissions by 12% in the past year. That is almost 40,000 tonnes of carbon saved. Since 2001, Dŵr Cymru has been owned on behalf of its customers, and it's our customers who are at the heart of everything that we do. 90% of our customers tell us they're satisfied with the level of service they've received during the last year. As a not-for-profit company, we're unique in the UK water industry. This means that we can invest more to keep bills as low as possible and to ensure that our customers receive the service that they deserve. But what do all these figures really mean? What impact do they really have on our customers? Well, let's start with what our customers are telling us. Last year, 90% of our customers said that they were very or fairly satisfied with the service they're receiving from us. And you can see how the number of complaints has fallen since 2009. But times are tough, and we know that our customers are finding things difficult in the current economic climate. That's why this year we were pleased to be able to announce the lowest bill increase of any of the water companies in England and Wales. The average bill increase across England and Wales was 5.7%, but our increase was the lowest, and you can see that some companies had an increase of over 8%. Let's look a little more closely at our bill. You can see that since 2001, when we first became a not-for-profit company, our bill has fallen considerably relative to some other water companies. In fact, since 2001, our bill has fallen by 6% relative to general inflation, whereas others have increased by up to 17%. However, we do know that some of our customers are still struggling. The number of customers receiving help from Welsh Water to pay their bill has increased by 8% in the last year, so now there are over 40,000 customers who are getting help either through one of our customer assistance tariffs or through our customer assistance fund. That's far more than any other water company. But are our customers getting the level of service that they deserve? Well, overall the performance picture is pretty good, but there are still a lot of areas for improvement. The amount of water our customers use has actually fallen in recent years. In part that's because heavy industry has closed down in much of South Wales, but also leakage, which is a subject that gets a lot of attention, is now at an all-time low. Last year we fixed over 30,000 leaks, and that's not big bursts, that's just small weepage from joints and from the 27,000 kilometres of water mains that we're responsible for. That would be enough if you laid them end to end to go from Cardiff all the way to Australia and back again. And what about our impact on the environment? Well, Wales now has over a third of the UK's blue flag beaches. Back in 1995 we only had 2 blue flags, but this year we now have 43. And that's due in no small part to the over £1 billion of investment that we've made in improving our sewers and in building new treatment plants for our coastal towns and cities. In the past year, we've halved the number of serious pollution incidents. That would be something that might cause a temporary beach closure, for example. However, our overall number of more minor sewerage incidents does remain too high, and this is going to be a prime area of focus for us over the next couple of years. However, we do have 35,000 kilometres of sewers. That's enough to go right round the equator. So this is going to take some time and will require a lot of investment. So how much will we be investing to ensure that customers get the highest possible service? Well, back in 2010 we invested £242 million, and in 2011 we invested £260 million, and this is what we were going to invest over the next 3 years in our original plans. However, because we're a not-for-profit company, which means we don't have to pay out money to shareholders, for example, we can now do more than that. And we're actually going to accelerate investment so that we'll be investing fully £1 billion over the next 3 years. And this means that we'll be able to do even more to improve the service to each and every customer.